What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Friday night. I hope everybody can hear me. And we are so excited to be with you guys tonight. Of course, you see, I'm missing my partner in crime. He has a church thing that he does on the last weekend of the month. So, no Michael tonight, but I do have a clip from Michael. So we are going to be doing his tip of the week, which I think you guys will appreciate. And again, I appreciate you guys being here tonight. And we're going to do our best, and we're gonna get through this solo for a change, and hopefully everybody can hang with me tonight. And we're going to have a good conversation tonight. We're going to talk about a few things, and hopefully everyone has had a fantastic week, and maybe they're ready to get out and do some metal detecting this weekend, which I hope the majority of you are, as the weather looks like it's going to be cooperating for most of us. And hopefully you guys that are up north, maybe that weather is starting to break and you are getting some good weather. So we are certainly hoping for all of that. And we appreciate each and every one of you being here tonight. And we are so excited that we're here. I worked all week. So again, I come in, I try to scramble around to get stuff together for the live stream, and we go to it. So that's pretty much how we roll on a Friday. So it can be quite hectic on a Friday, but so glad that everyone's here, and we appreciate you guys being here tonight. As always, let's do some shout outs as we always do. Mr. Johnny Rum is in the house. Glad to have Johnny with us. Mr. Old Pelon, he says, good evening, Brian and Michael. And we're going to have the clip from Michael Old Pelon, so hang around. Mr. Doug Atkins is here. Glad to have Doug. Appreciate him. He's shared a couple things with me today, so hopefully we can get that up. We've got Mr. Bubba Smith. He says, good evening, everyone. Another one from South Louisiana. Looks like I got off of work just in time. Glad to have you on here, Bubba. There is my main man, Mr. Diggin Darrell. He says, hello, everyone, from the Boot Hill of Missouri. And I think Diggin Darrell's getting ready to get into a hunt this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. He can share that with us. Mr. Damian Thorne is on here. Glad to have Damian with us tonight. We've got Mr. Sniff It Out. He's here with us. Glad to have Sniff It Out. Bobby Short is in here. I'm trying not to miss anybody because it's sort of hard when Michael's not around, because I can let him talk and I can look at the same time. But glad to have Bobby Short here with us tonight. And we've got Mr. Workman's Adventure. Glad to have Workman's Adventure with us as well. We got Mr. Kerry Pope, always a great supporter of the channel. Glad to have Kerry here. Mr. Ricky Bennett, glad to have him here with us on a Friday night. Let's see here. Mr. Surfside Dan, my man, Surfside Dan. Hopefully Dan and I are going to get to go out together this weekend. Really hoping that happens. So hopefully this weather will cooperate. I think we are supposed to get some rain on Sunday, but maybe it'll hold off. Coming out, swinging metal detecting. Glad to have them in here with us tonight. Appreciate you being in here. And he's right. Hit that, smash that like button. That greatly would help us as well. Mr. Bart Cummins is in the house. Glad to have Bart. Appreciate you being here tonight with us, Bart. Mr. Don't Tread on Me Metal Detecting. And he's had some really cool finds recently since he's been able to get out. Glad to have Don't Tread on Me. Mr. Luis Villarreal. Glad to have him in here. Appreciate him joining with us tonight. As always, we got Zapper in the house. He says he found a few coins today, and that's always a super time. Mr. LC Hunt is in here. He says, hey, y'all, glad to have LC with us. Silver Surfer is in the house. Greetings from Texas. Appreciate Silver Surfer being with us. Mr. Edward G is in the house. He says, hopefully the folks in North Carolina are dealing with a fire. Yeah, we've had some fires too, believe it or not. But yeah, it's pretty dry around here, unfortunately. Drummond Detecting, our Drummond Detect is here. He says, hey, Teach, glad to have him with us tonight, Mr. Rich Mikezel, I guess is how you say it. He can tell me. I'm glad Rich is here with us tonight as well. And there's Mr. DCM, a fellow South Carolinian in the house with us tonight, going on as well. So, guys, we appreciate everyone being here tonight. And again, we're going to talk about a couple of things. One of the things that I really wanted to discuss tonight is, what do you like in a live stream? So that's going to be my question for you guys tonight. You know, I do this live stream on Friday nights, and I know Friday night's not really the best night in the world. That's why I'm so excited when I get on here and I see 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 of you. If I see any of that, then that really makes me feel good, because I know that Friday nights are sort of tough for a lot of people. And again, I know that it takes a commitment to be here each and every Friday night to join in the live stream, as it takes a commitment from me as well. Because like I said, I always do, try to do as much as I can and come in as fast as I can after work and get all this together and then start rolling with you guys. And again, I appreciate it. Damian Thorne says giveaways. Well, I want to do more giveaways. And again, we've got some stuff that we are going to give away tonight. So you need to hang out, as we do have a couple of really nice giveaways that we're going to do tonight. We've got some more things coming from some of the companies. So you definitely want to make sure you are tuned in and you're a member. If you're a member, then you might get a little bit extra. So remember, the membership channel is available for anybody that wants just that little bit extra, and has the opportunity to win a few more things, as well as get a badge and get some other things too. So again, it's a challenge to get all this stuff together and get it out there for you guys. But I appreciate you guys being here, and I'm looking for what you guys want to see out of the live stream. Now, I haven't had a guest on in a while, and I'm working on some of that too, trying to get some more people to come on with us. And of course, Michael and I, we come on here every Friday night, and we share and talk, and we have a great time. And I know some of you would like to see some guests. If you guys have some suggestions, give me some suggestions of people that you would like to see come on our live stream, and let them sit in the chair and let Michael and I give them some questions. So if there's somebody that you'd like to see come on here, definitely let us know. If it's a fellow YouTuber, then that would be fine too. If it's, you want to see a certain manufacturer, let me know that too. As we are looking to grow this channel and grow the live stream and get more people involved, even though I love my great little group that we have here, as it's an awesome group, we'd still like to grow a little bit too along the way. So yeah. So thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that so much. And yeah, we've got a great community. And I say this every night that I come on here. You guys are the backbone of what I do. And it just, I love coming on here because I know that I've got great support, and I know I've got people who really care and that are passionate about what they're doing in the metal detecting world. And that's what makes it so much fun. That's what makes me get going. And that's what makes me go every Friday night, to make sure that you guys have this forum and this community that we can all, come together and talk and just have a good time and discuss metal detecting and metal detectors. That's pretty much what it's all about. Bubba Smith says, I like to see fast action, locate the target, dig, show it, then talk about pointers. Right. And I've done that on this live stream as well. And I apologize. I've got some family members that are out of the country right now, and they're actually blowing me up. But anyway, yeah, I mean, we've done some of that too. We show some clips and things from our videos. to try to help and show those things. Damian Thorne says, last week I smashed my remote holder on a palmetry, so the one I won from you came in handy. Well, good. Maybe we'll be able to give away more of those, Damian, in the coming weeks. Don't Tread on Me says, we need Philippe. Of course we need Philippe, and I think he's going to be here with us hopefully soon. Don't Tread on Me. I'm pushing him. I mean, but I'm not going to push him too hard because I want him to make sure everything is right. Edward G says, maybe we could share more information on upcoming hunts. I know we have talked about a few, but the more the merrier. Right. That would be good too. And guys, if you know of a good hunt that's coming up and you want me to share it on the live stream, send it to the email and then I'll be glad to put that up there. But yeah, I would love to share some of the hunts and get people more aware of some of the things that are going on out there too. Johnny Rum says, yeah, upcoming hunts, new industry news, product reviews, right? And we try to do a little bit of that all the time, as well as talk about settings and all the things that we normally talk about. But yeah, all of those are great ideas. So I'm real curious. So if you got some suggestions or you know someone that you would like to see come on here, shoot us an email. If there's something that you want to see on here, shoot us an email. Leave a comment in the live stream below of some of the things that maybe you would like to see on the live stream, and we'll try to make that happen for people. But that's going to be, one of the things I'm going to try to focus on is to grow the channel and bring some content to you guys that I know you want to see. Of course, it's fun sitting in here talking every night with you guys too on a Friday night, but is that if there's something else that we can do to enhance that, then definitely we'll be glad to do that. Thank you so much, Prospectors Cash. Appreciate that. Remember that any donations, super stickers, super chats, all those things go straight back into the channel. That goes for shipping out giveaways, which is expensive to ship, by the way. That also goes to the live stream, which we pay for the service for this live stream. So that is expensive too. So again, any donations, any super chats, super stickers, all go straight back into what we do. I wish this was all free and we could just do it that way. And there are some free versions, but to do it the way that you want to do it, you sort of need to have this type of platform. Johnny Rum says, maybe once a week, give a shout out to new detector channels to help others grow. Okay. Yeah, that's a great idea. And I know a lot of channels do that. And there's some people on here that have great channels. Don't Tread on Me is one of them. I know that he has a great little channel that he does, and he shows finds. DCM Detects is on here. He has a good little channel. Anybody that's on here that supports us, I want to support them too. So if you have a channel, then, by all means, feel free to promote your channel down in the chat. Because again, it's about growing, it's about community, it's about being part of one big family. And I'm a strong believer in that, is growing a community. And I think that's why we've been successful, because we try to make everybody feel like they're family. They're part of all of this. It's not just me and it's not just Michael. It's really all of us. And so I want to do that as well. Gary Hull says, what's a really good finds bag that everyone is using? Okay, maybe we do something on finds bags. I do have one special guest that I know that is coming, and it will probably be the third week of April. And I'm real excited about this. I think you guys will be real excited about this. And I'm really interested in what this person's going to say. But stay tuned for that. We'll have that big announcement the week of. So, but I know that's going to happen sometime between the 12th and the 25th. So sometime during those days. So plan for that. I think you guys are going to be really impressed with who this is and what they're going to be talking about. And it's something that we haven't really delved into that deep. So I think you guys will enjoy that. So yes, Prospectors Cash is on here. He's got a great channel as well. So check him out. He's a wealth of information. I always appreciate him. He says that, yes, I did. And I'm going to show that in a few minutes. Prospectors Cash, you spoiled it for me, but we are going to show that. Workman's Adventure says he's got a channel. He says he just got over 300 subs. Yeah, would love to promote your channel. You know, leave a link or tell what your channel is in the chat. I think that will help with everybody. Digging Daryl says Garrett has really, yes, Garrett does for sure. Let's see. DCM says Gary Hulls, I use the Gray Ghost Ultimate. Yeah, that's a great one. And Michael has one of those as well. And Prospector's Cash agrees. He says, I like the Gray Ghost bag for land and the Detect Ed bag for underwater. So always good finds pouch from Gray Ghost. Dangerous to watch out for metal detecting, like watching for Sasquatch. Yeah, that's Michael. Michael's my Sasquatch. Gary Wick says he uses an ammo dump pouch for a finds bag, and that's pretty cool too. Let's see here. Luis Villarreal says, congratulations, Workman's Adventure. And Workman's Adventure said, thank you, Luis. Right. So, but again, I want you guys to think about that. If you've got suggestions or something you really want to see on here, let me know. I would love to share what you guys want to see, because this live stream and this channel is about you guys as much as it's about me and about Michael and everything. We want it to feel like it's home, like it's family, and so on. So we're really trying to promote that part of it as well. So again, if you want to send me some ideas, comments, anything, you know, feel free to do that. And again, I'm going to put this up here. It's sransc@gmail.com. And if you got somebody that you want to see, another, you know, big YouTuber, somebody like that, or if you want me to have Steve from Garrett back on, or if you want me to have Delic from Nocta back on, or if you want me to have Debbie from Mind Lab on. Of course, I know you guys want Philippe on, and he's coming, I promise. I just don't know exactly when. But if you want somebody on here, then let me know, and we will be glad to do our best to try to bring them to you guys and have them do a show with us as well. So that's what I'm looking for. So don't hesitate to reach out, sransc@gmail.com, and share me some of your thoughts, some of the things that you would like to see on the live stream, and I would greatly appreciate it. And that would definitely help us out. And while we're mentioning that, another thing is our sponsor tonight, LMS Metal Detecting out of Myrtle Beach. Mr. Mike Heil is a fantastic dealer here in our area, and he can get you hooked up with anything and everything metal detecting related. His information is scrolling across the bottom, so definitely give him a try. I think you will find he's got an unbelievable website as well. So check out his website. I think you'll see anything and everything. If you're a beach hunter, Mike has a great selection of sand scoops, all kinds of things for the beach. If you visit the Myrtle Beach area and maybe you're flying in and you don't feel like loading your metal detector up, you can actually even rent a metal detector from Mike down here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So definitely give him a try, give him a shout. His number is scrolling across the bottom, and he's got great stuff. He's got tons of stuff that I think all of you would be really interested in. So definitely give him a shout. Thank you so much, Doug. I appreciate you, buddy. And Doug is a great supporter of the channel, just like everyone else is. And but I appreciate Doug. Appreciate that so much. Again, that goes into the giveaways and shipping and the live stream and so on. So thank you so much. Brian Thomas says, Brian, can you cover the WM09 audio module from Mind Lab a little? It's starting to get warm here in Surfside, and I'm looking to trying to go get earbuds. So yes, I'll be glad to. And I've got a WM09 module. So yeah, I'll be glad to do that, Brian. I'll try to make you a video about that. That would be a great video as well. Louis Villarreal says 70% beach hunter, 30% dirt fisher here. Right. And I know it's getting ready to get warm. Some of you are going to be heading out to the beach. You guys do know the price of gold is over $3,000 an ounce. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but you might want to go to the beach and try to find some gold. But $3,000 an ounce is pretty crazy. Yes, Brian, I'll try to do that. The WMO9 is awesome. I've got it for my Equinox and for the Manicore. So yes, definitely I will try to get that done. And I'll try to do that maybe next week at some point for you. Luis Villarreal says, yep, that's right. Yeah, it's expensive. Gold has gone up dramatically. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is the Garrett machine, the VX9, the Vortex. And I got a chance to use that. If you haven't seen my video that I put up with it where I did some coin shooting, which you guys know I rarely do coin shooting, but I decided I wanted to put this machine to the test. And we did a little hunt. Michael was here with me, and we went out with the Vortex VX9, and we found 3 silver coins in about a matter of about an hour and a half using the VX9, and it did really well. Again, there are some things I'd still like to see with that machine. I'd love to see there have more tone options. Right now, they're very limited as far as tones. I would love to see a pitch, definitely in that. I still would like to see the audio improved a little more. Would be great as well. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for being here tonight. And again, those donations definitely help, and we appreciate you being here and joining in our family tonight. And Greg Wicks, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that too, as well as all of those come back straight into our channel. And we're just trying to be here and have a good time and just enjoy hanging out with each other and sharing some good information. And a lot of you have already shared some good information. We saw some stuff on Fine's Pouch. Shovels, if you're interested in shovels, the Key Date Kid comes on here who represents Excalibur Shovels. That's his company. Very good shovel if you're interested in shovels. Of course, you guys know I've used the Root Slayer, which is not a very expensive shovel, but it works really well for me. But I love what Excalibur's done. I love Predator shovels as well. If you've gone and looked at some of their stuff, there's some really good shovels out there as well. So those would be the 3 that I highly recommend right now. Yes, Excalibur shovels are awesome. And Michael and I had a couple that were custom made, and we might have a new shovel from Excalibur coming in soon. So y'all stay tuned for that. Thank you, Greg. Yes, I appreciate you being here, and I'm glad you enjoy the chat and enjoy hanging out with us. I really hate that Michael's not here tonight, but we're gonna make do. I haven't done a solo show in a while, so I'm gonna do my best. But again, back to the Vortex. Just a couple of things I'd love to see. Again, the tones. I would love to see the audio improved a little bit. I think the ID has gotten much better for those of you that are still maybe looking at a Vortex, or maybe you have a Vortex and you haven't updated to that 9.08. I do think it sounds great over silver. And I've got a video coming, so you guys are definitely going to want to see this. It should be up. If it's not up tonight, it will be up in the morning with the Vortex. And we actually took the Vortex, the Deus 2, and the Manicore to our 1700s home site. And we went and used all 3 machines. So you're going to see that video coming. And we had to break it up into two parts because it was so long. But you guys will get to see the first part of that, which I should have up either later tonight or I'll have up in the morning. So you'll get to see how all 3 of those machines are going to do. Now, remember, on this site, we have hit it pretty hard. And we were able to pull some things off of it with all 3 machines. And Michael got to run the Vortex for the first part of the hunt. And it was really interesting watching Michael use it. And he actually did really well. So you definitely want to see that video. That's coming very soon. So stay tuned for that. But the Vortex, again, I think is doing well. So speaking of Michael, let's do Michael's tip of the week. So, Michael, as you guys know that are on here regular, I've started making him do the tip of the week, and he loves doing that. And I tried to get him to record something even longer, but he wouldn't do it tonight because he said he was sort of rushed. But we're going to put up Michael's tip of the week. So here it comes right now. Let's hear from Michael, and then we'll be right back.
Good evening, guys. I'm not going to be on the live stream tonight. I just wanted to film my detecting tip of the day. My tip for today is if you're hunting a site, and you can't go back to that site, it's a one-time deal. You kind of want to pick the program that you're familiar with, that that has worked for you in the past, and grid it out.
And that was Michael. Michael's short tip of the week, but great point, great tip. Again, use if you only get a one shot at a site, you want to use the best settings that you have, the best program that you feel the most comfortable with, and you want to go with it. And we've had that conversation quite a few times about programs and settings. Now, if you have the opportunity to go back to a site, then yeah, you might want to try, some different settings, a different coil, different machines. All of those are things that are going to just keep opening up that site even more. Buzzsaw asked me, hey, are y'all going to show the settings on each machine? We're going to talk about them. We didn't really zero in on them, but I will tell you what we did. We ran the standard program on the Vortex VX9, which has got a good bit of discrimination. We ran all-terrain low conductors on the MindLab Manicore, which I'm going to get to that in just a few minutes. And of course, we ran the sweeper program on the Deus 2. We did not run a lower reactivity this time, but that sweeper program just does so well for us out there. And Michael was running it, and I was running it too. And you'll get to see there's something pretty good in the video about Michael's machine and my machine. So you'll get to see that. So stay tuned for that video, but it's really interesting. But Buzzsaw, if you need anything else, just leave a comment on that video when it comes up, and I'll be glad to share anything that I can on the in the comments once the video happens. So if you got a question, definitely we'll be glad to help you out any way we can. Swift Detecting wants to know, what is the sweeper program? This good for small silver, and what program number? Well, it's not really a number on the Deus 2. It's a program that we've sort of set up that's modified for us in our area, which works really well in mild to moderate soil. It's mainly based off of sensitive full tones on the XP Deus 2. So I have a full video up on my channel about all the settings for it if you would like to try it. It works really well for us, and you can go watch my video and you can see how successful we've been running the sweeper program in sensitive full tones. So yes, Zapper says the hover maneuver. Right. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about when you're looking for a target? I guess that's what he's talking about. Um, I missed something. He says, laugh out loud. Yes, Doug Atkins says the sweeper program crushes it in heavy iron. Right. It, to me, is the best program on the Deus 2 for heavy iron. Even though I've always used fast up until the new update came with 1.0 and 1.1 and 2.0. This program that I've designed, or the one that I use, the sweeper program, does really well in heavy iron, and it really has been pretty successful for us. Appreciate that. Frank Diggs 72, appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you so much. Yes, the Hoover vacuum. That's what he meant, the Hoover vacuum. Right. So yeah, that's why it's the sweeper. It vacuums up everything. Maybe we'll make a vacuum program. Maybe that'll be the next one. Ferris Crump says, greetings. Glad to have you in here. Ferris Crump, we appreciate you so much. Swift Detecting says, okay. have WS6. You can set it up on the WS6 as well. Can only do one custom program on that, which AS2 can do updates, so I can have more custom programs as don't have the remote. I agree with you. You know, you can only do one per program too, which makes it sort of sad. But anyway, you can set that program up. Follow the settings on that, and you should be able to set your WS6 up. Drummond Detect says, falsing like mad, my colonial site in Pennsylvania. Well, I can show you how to use it when you get those falses. Surfside Dan, who's on here, we run that pretty good in our area, and he can tell you I pick through iron like it's nobody's business, and we have huge. This sites that I run this program on are just loaded with colonial iron nails, hand forged nails, and they're rosehead nails in some cases where they'll false off the edge, and you can maneuver around it. It's just a matter of just being slow and patient with the sweeper program, but it works very, very, very well. I don't know if you guys caught this. The history digger put up a video. He actually came down from Wisconsin and went hunting with me. So if you guys know the history digger, you can go check out his channel. And he adapted very quickly running the sweeper program on this iron. And he's from another part of the United States. And he found it to work extremely well too, as well. So again, we do a great job. Yes, email me. Be glad to help you out any way I can, Drummond Detecting. So I'll be glad to help out. Frank says, I back the offset to 0 if it starts falsing. Right. And I did a video on offset, which I don't know if you guys saw that video, but you can tell what offset does and how it can lower or raise that tone or that pitch of that tone. So go check that out if you haven't checked it out already. But the sweeper program works really, really well for us in this area. Anybody here use the Equinox 700 for beach water hunting and how it is working for you? I have the Nox 600, but recently bought the Nox 700. I also have the Legend. I have a 900, Luis, but I have not, believe it or not, I have not gone beach hunting with the 900 because I mainly would use either the Manicore or I'll use the Deus 2 a lot of times. Now, I have taken the Legend out on the beach. It works extremely well. The triple score works very, very well out on the beach. But I'm assuming the Equinox 700 would work very good as well. If I can help you out with anything, just let me know. There may be somebody in here that can help you too, that maybe has either the 700 or the 900 that runs it all the time on the beach. So you can definitely check with somebody on here. Frank's Dig says he loves the sweeper program. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate that. Doug Atkins says that he has a 700 that I've also used on saltwater beaches. So there you go. There you go, Luis. He can definitely get you hooked up. Homeland Relics is on here. He says, I've been using the sweeper program for a week now, and I've pulled several Civil War relics, including a few buttons from some hunted out trench lines. Oh, that makes me feel so good, Homeland. Well, congratulations on those finds. I love Civil War relics. I've been trying to post some pictures of some of the relics and some of the finds that I've had too. If you're not on Facebook or Instagram, you can go follow me there too, as I put up some pictures there, as well as I put up some pictures on YouTube under the community post, so you can check that out. Johnny Rum says, any news if Nocta has a new flash? Now, this is interesting, and I'm glad you brought this up, Johnny. I actually spoke with Delic last week, and I believe that I know that I've heard that they're going to announce something in May. Now, the real question is it going to be that pulse induction machine that we've been hearing so much about, or is it something else? And I know a lot of us want it to be something else. But I've been saying this for a while, and you guys that have been following me know that I've said this quite frequently. I believe that Nocta has been on to something. I think that they've sort of fine-tuned the Legend, and they've sort of fine-tuned it with the triple score. And I think they're really close to another breakthrough machine that they'll be able to release that'll be more of a premium machine. Now, am I right or am I wrong? I don't know. She did not tell me any of that. I just spoke with her very briefly. And again, I know what you guys know, and that's basically that they're going to announce something, I believe, in May at one of the events. I believe it's the event up in Chicago. But they are going to be announcing a new machine of some sort. I don't know if it's a pulse induction or if it is going to be a new, um, maybe a replacement for the Legend, maybe a Legend 2. I do not know. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Prospectors Cash says, I tried the triple score with the 13-inch coil on the beach. It was very, very heavy compared to it is definitely. It worked very well on the beach, but my shoulders said no mas. Yeah, and you know what, Prospectors Cash, I'll be honest. When I take that machine out to the beach, I would use the small coil. I mean, I know that doesn't cover as much ground, but you can get in the water with it, and it definitely takes the weight off of it. Um, but I have used the small coil in some cases just so I don't have to swing that 13-inch coil. And that coil is heavy. I've even brought up the fact to them that they needed to make a 9-inch coil for the triple score and for the Legend, but I think they sort of balked at that. But again, a smaller coil for that machine, I believe, would be nice, just like it would be for the Legend. Ferris Grump says, I have some home sites here in Ohio Woods that I bet the sweeper will help because I usually only find iron. Right. And again, this place that I'm hunting is just loaded with iron right now. And you guys have seen, if you've watched any of the videos, you've seen me pick through that iron with that sweeper program and find some stuff. In fact, the next video, I'm running it again on a side that I've walked a gazillion times, and then lo and behold, we'll find something else. Greeny Meanie says fine tuned it to a man core. Right? They might have. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know what they've got coming. Brian Thomas says the depth is awesome. I've watched him dig small rings from 10 to 12 inches deep. Yeah, for sure. It will hit deep. Drum and detecting. I wonder if it's a version I'm running. I'm still on version 1.10. Yeah, 1.10 is that's fine. I mean, that's okay. Brian Thomas says on both machines, I use 9-inch coils. I like the 9-inch coil. I think that is the perfect size for a metal detector. And the M9 on the Manicore is just an excellent coil, and it really balances out that machine. So if you don't have an M9 coil, hit up my buddy Mike if you got a Manicore and get one of those M9s. I think you'll be highly impressed. I have found some unbelievable finds with that M9, and it works extremely well in iron. The Manicore is a great unmasker in iron as well. And again, the M9 coil is awesome. The 9-inch coil for the Deus 2 is by far my favorite coil, even though I believe the 11-inch and the 13-inch have some of the best unmasking capabilities of any large coil that I've ever seen for the Deus 2. So again, I love those coils, but the 9-inch is still by far my favorite. Frank's Dig says that very rarely do I swing bigger than a 9-inch or an LG 24. Right. I like the LG 24 for that Legend. I just think it works really good. I like the SC 24 for the triple score, which is what I was telling Prospectors Cash. I use it. I mean, if I think my arm's going to get fatigued from running that 13-inch, I take that smaller coil with me and just throw it in the bag or put it on a backpack and then take it with me and switch it out when my arm got tired. But you definitely don't want to go from the small coil to the large coil because that's not a good thing. Workman's Adventure says, I love the M9 for the Manicore. I haven't either. I have not put my 11-inch coil back on the Manicore since putting that 9 on. And it is super deep for a 9-inch coil as well. Brian Thomas says the 9-inch coil on the Manicore is a beast. It's by far a beast for sure, Brian. You're exactly right. Prospectors Cash says the 13th on the beach with the Deus 2 is awesome. Right. You can lighten that up even more, Prospectors Cash, if you did the WS6 package with that and put the 13-inch and then, combine it with the graphite shaft, the graphite lower, and you can really lighten that machine up if you go with a WS6 on that and run it out on the beach. And I've done that, and I love using the WS6 in that format and running the WSA2 headphones when it's really hot, because it's getting ready to get hot. It's coming, and we are all going to be out on the beach. And again, we were talking about the WMO9. So if I were running the Manicore or the Equinox 900 or 700, I would definitely get one of those WMO9s, and I would plug in some of those smaller earbuds. If it's not windy. If it's windy, then you might want to consider still keeping the bigger headphones on. But if it's not that windy, you can get away with it, and the sound is really clear. Get you a WMO9 for the MyLab machines, and you can run that and put a regular pair of earbuds in there and then stick them in your ears. They work really, really well. Let's see here. Any news about coil sizes for the Vortex? How about the VX5? I have not heard anything on those other machines. I think they want to make sure they get all the bugs and everything worked out with this one before they start releasing the others. Now, I don't know that for a fact. I have not asked Garrett that, and so I do not know what's going on. But I really do hope that they release the small coil for that VX9, because I'm telling you, the Vortex does have some good unmasking capabilities, and I've tested it, and it's unmasking just as good as any of the other machines in the same price range. From what I've seen, even being able to run up to 40 kilohertz, it's still working very similar in a lot of ways. And I know that it would work because I ran my Deus One at that frequency of 25, 24, lower frequency. It wasn't up to 40. And that's what I used to hunt with. And I found a whole bunch of stuff running it that way. So again, I think that that small coil combined with the unmasking capability of the Vortex, I think that's a home run for them. It's just when they get it released. I don't know when. Um, Doug Atkins says, I don't think the WMO9 will work with the 700. Yeah, you could be right on that, Doug. I think you're right. I do know that, of course, I know it works with the Manicore, but I have not tried it. Of course, I don't have a 700 either. So, but the WMO9 is definitely a great alternative when you are out in hot weather and it gets hot out on that beach. You can hook that up and definitely help. Frank Diggs wants to know, is there any news on the new coil for the Deus 2? Well, guys, I was really hoping, and I told you guys I never knew anything, but I was really hoping that we would be at least have an ad or something out by now, and we haven't had it yet. So the only thing I can tell you is be patient. I spoke with them earlier in the week about the coil. Of course, they're not giving out a lot of information on it, but I do know that we are getting closer. So again, like I said, when Philippe comes on here, you know that the end is nigh. that's that's what I've been saying all along. You know it's coming, or they've already released an ad, and he's promised me, and he's told me he's going to come on here once they release the first ad. So be prepared for that, and I think we're going to be doing a couple of giveaways too. So you definitely want to be in tune for that show. And that's going to be a good one. And he can answer some of your questions about the new coil and what it's going to be capable of. And we've delved into that quite frequently over the last 6 months about what we can expect with that coil. You can go back and watch some of our live streams. I even made a video about what we can expect. Of course, I've still got my Deus One HF elliptical, which I know what it does. So I can't really even imagine how much better this coil is going to be versus what the Deus One had with that small elliptical. So I'm excited about it, and I know a lot of us are too. Drummond Detect says, have we given up on a? No, we haven't given up. We haven't given up at all. I just think that there's a lot of things that they've got to iron out before they release it. And Michael and I have discussed that. And I think part of it is there's possibly going to be a software update. And I think that's what the bugaboo might be right now. It could be some other things too, but um, and again, I don't know that. So don't say, well, Southern Relic Adventures or Brian's or Teach is saying, hey, it's a software issue. No, I don't know that for sure. I'm just saying what I think it could possibly be. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Johnny Rum says wife's XP or ORX HF coil does amazing. Right. Yeah. And I used that HF coil and loved it. I wish XP would make it where the DS2 would remember 2 pairs of headphones like it does the coils. That's a great suggestion. Great suggestion, Doug. I will mention that too to Philippe when I talk to him. Detect Meister's on here. He says, sorry I'm late. Good evening, guys. All the way here from Ireland. Detect Meister, we always appreciate you being here with us from Ireland. And I know it's late over there, but we appreciate you being here. Luis Villarreal says, my Knox 6-inch coil works great on my Knox 700. Pulled out several silvers from a hard hunted spot, and they were deep. Yeah, that 6-inch coil was really deep. So I think that's pretty good. Prospectors Cash says, I think they will have a software update with the new coil, just like they did on DS1. XP software releases take a long time. It does, but they're forward thinking in a lot of things, and I know that for a fact. And we'll see what happens with that. And I know a lot of you guys are anxious about it, and I would love to have it just as much as you guys. But again, you want it right when they release it. You don't want it to come out with a lot of bugs. So just be patient with XP. And I think you're going to get a product that is going to be worthy of you going out and buying it. So if you've got a DS2 and you're waiting on that coil, I'm excited about it. I can't wait to take it out to some of my older sites that I've sort of left for dead and running it over that, because again, when you run those higher frequencies, I honestly believe that that's going to unlock some things that iron might have been masking in a lot of situations. I know it's going to be great on gold. So you guys that are beach hunters, it should be really good for those really fine gold chains, thin gold chains, maybe some of those gold earring backs that you might have missed or somebody might have missed. If you have that HF coil, that might be the coil for you. If you get in the water, you're not going to have a lot of drag with that coil as much as you would have with the 9-inch or even the 11-inch. So I look for a lot of good things to come from that coil. I don't know about the waterproofing. That's the thing, and what they're going to do with the battery, because the old HF elliptical put the battery up into the shaft. Is this one going to be one that has the battery inside the coil? I don't know that answer. And that's something that I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing from XP, is where that battery is going to be. Is it going to be in the coil, or is it going to be up in the shaft? How much waterproofing is it going to have? Is it going to have the same waterproof rating as all the other coils? Those are my questions. Are we going to get a software update? Are there going to be specific programs that are just for that HF coil? Is that HF coil going to work with all the programs? You know, there's so many questions that are going to have to be answered when it comes to this coil. So we'll see for sure. Ferris Grump says, good comment, Doug. I just switched from my XC. Right. Yeah. And I hate having to switch back and forth, as I have been switching around on some of the different software versions lately and testing it out. XP quality is worth the wait. Their backpacks are so quality. My 2-year-old backpack looks like new. Right. They make good stuff. And not just the backpacks, the equipment in itself is just very, very, very well made. And of course, I've said this, and some of you may not know this, unlike some of the other companies, XP is one of the few other, and Garrett is one of the few too, where they make everything in-house. And so they're not getting that stuff from other places and bringing it in and assembling it. It's all made in one place. It's all made in one area, in one factory. So the quality control is a lot better when you do things that way. And so that's why I believe that this this new coil is going to be something that's going to be fantastic. John 91091083 says LG 15 versus LG 24 for iron infested sites, currently running LG 30. I love the LG 24. I really do. But that's, you know, that's a call. I would not use that. I would use the LG 24 if it were me, for sure. So that's just my call, but that's my opinion. You might want to ask somebody else. They might have a different opinion as well. Detect Meister says, a question I have for you, Brian. If I use the wire for the water use on the coil when detecting on land, will you get less EMI? And that is a great question, Detect Meister, because somebody, when I first got my machine, I left my wire on because I was going back and forth from the beach to a relic hunting site. Does it help with EMI? I thought it helped slightly with it. I'm just going to be honest with you. I didn't leave it on there for a long time on a relic site that I was running it on. Um, Again, I think you need a coated or a thicker coating on it to sort of protect it from EMI. I've always believed that because the DS2 is wireless, that is the reason for the higher EMI interference versus the Manicore, which or the Equinox machines or the Legend or any of the other ones that have wired. Because those wired machines, they're protected, so you don't get as much. To me, don't get as much interference. I don't think it's going to help dramatically. It might help some. That's just what I think. But I haven't done it with the wire, relic hunted with the wire on in a while. Now, I have done it on the beach naturally, but I haven't done it with a relic hunt. So I'm not real sure on that. But if I had to take a guess, it might help some. Is it going to get rid of EMI? Probably not, especially if you get around a phone line or something else. You're still going to get some of that EMI interference. Let's see here. The last thing I want is buy a coil that needs 15 updates to work, right? And that's what we all want. We don't want it to get to where it's a crazy thing where we're constantly having to get an update for it, and they're making sure that it is right. Don't Tread on Me says I'm petty. I'm pretty sure they have a patent issue. Note the DAS HF coil is still the only HF coil on the market, and it must be patent as no one has reverse engineered it in the industry. Right. Right. And guys, remember, the DAS 2 has the highest frequencies of any metal detector right now, period. So, because it can go up to 45, unlike some of the others that only go to 40. So just keep those things in mind. And Bart Cubbin says, I've only had the opportunity to use Garrett and Nocta so far, but I am curious. Right. It'll be interesting. And like I said, I've been told that I will have one of those coils maybe a little bit early. And hopefully I can get out there and run it and bring you guys that content and show you that coil and give you sort of a heads up on what you can expect when you get it. So I'm really hoping that that happens. Edward G says, I don't have the LG 15, so can't really speak to that, but the LG 24 has served me well in most situations and has been handy in all situations. All right, I like the LG 24. I do have the LG 15, but I don't know. I would rather have that small coil for unmasking and for hunting trashy areas and just for it making the machine lighter. I mean, it just runs very, very well. Prospector's Cash says it does help with EMI. I saw where one guy shielded his antenna. Right. So you would actually need more shielding on the antenna, and the EMI was non-existent. And that's what I was trying to get with the coating part, Prospector's Cash. I ran it on an area where there's a phone line or buried right by the road, and it's on a lot. And I was still getting interference, but I don't think it was quite as bad as it was without the antenna put on there. Yes, Johnny says, yeah, the LG 24, you'll love the LG. And there are a lot of people I think that are on here that will attest to that if you have the Not the Legend. But I like the LG24 and I like the SC24 too for the triple score. I think it's good. Yeah, a Plastidip, right? Yeah, that's a good idea. But I've never done that with my days too. I just run it. I don't have a lot of places that I'm really heavy into EMI because you guys see where I've been hunting and it's very remote. So I'm not dealing with a ton of interference. And but I have run into that. And I did run it one time with the antenna on a site where there is a lot of EMI. And I do remember it was slightly quieter. But I think, like a lot of people are suggesting, if you probably ran the stuff over it, it might coat it a little better and block it out even more. Um, was it like a dog fence? The place that I was running it at was there was a phone line that was buried and there was a cable line buried right by there. It was a neighborhood, so there was really no way around that EMI. Edward G says LG15 from what I've seen can be good in certain situations. Right. I think you'll be more versatile with the LG24 than the LG15. Definitely for sure. So those are all good tips. And guys, thank y'all so much for helping me out with some of that. Even though you guys see I've got a ton of machines behind me, I don't know every single thing about every single machine. I wish I did. I mean, I can run them and I know some of the settings on a lot of them, but I don't know all the ins and outs. And that, I guess that's the problem of being sort of multi-brand, and trying to learn all these machines are a struggle in itself. So yeah, it can be that way. But speaking of machines and speaking of finds, let's share a couple of finds from a couple of our viewers that are on here tonight. And I want to make sure they get some credit. And I appreciate these guys sharing this with me. The first one is from Mr. Doug Atkins. I'm going to take me corner. It looks like a Williams cleaner and two 3 ringers, I believe. Doug, is that correct? I know that's a small picture in the upper right hand corner. I was hoping that would show up bigger. I don't know why it's not, but anyway, it's 3 Civil War bullets, a Williams cleaner, and looks like two 3 ringers. Am I right, Doug? I know you're on here. So yeah, that's great finds. 69 cal French triangle base. It's a triangle base. And I saw the second picture. I was in a hurry, and like I said, I just got home, so I didn't download the other picture. But so it's a 69 cal French triangle based Civil War bullet. Those are awesome. Uh, Brian Thomas says, Doug, those are awesome. Some awesome finds they are. Congrats to Doug. Yes, definitely. Cool finds, Ferris Grump says. So congratulations to Doug. And Doug is a great supporter of the channel, and we wanted to share his finds as well. Let me see if I can make this any bigger. Image file. Let's see if I can do this. Open. There we go. How about that? That looks a little better, right? All right, so there we go. So there's Doug's finds. And we've got he said it's a triangle base from one of them, and it looks like the other is a Williams cleaner, I believe. Yes, Doug Atkins says that's the first one that I've ever found. I've never found a triangle base. Drum Detect says sweet. Excellent, excellent finds there by Doug. So let's share our next find that was shared by a viewer, and this one is from Mr. Prospector's Cash. And Prospector's Cash found a diamond earring on the beach, and he's on here, so he can tell you a little more about it. But we wanted to share his find as well. That's beautiful. Beautiful. The Prospector's Cash. Do you know what the carat that is as well? maybe he'll come on here and share that with us. Yes, it's an awesome diamond. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And he's on here. Let's see what he says. Nice diamond. Everybody's saying. Still looking for one of those. Yes. Doug Atkins says awesome diamond. CZ Digger says nice diamond. Workman's Adventure says nice Prospector's Cash. He's on. He says, I love those clear Civil War bullets. Yes. That's a pretty one right there for sure. And of course, with all of us getting warm, a lot of people are going to be heading out to the beach, and they're going to be looking for all sorts of gold, diamonds, all sorts of those types of things. And Prospector's Cash shared this with me today. And I wanted to make sure that I put it up on the live stream. Go check out his channel as well. He does a good job. Edward G says the best find I've had last week was a silver cross pendant. That's a great find, though. Prospector's Cash says it's a platinum 1.5 carat diamond. Wow, that's a sweet one. Congratulations, Prospector's Cash. Yes, definitely. Wow, yeah, nice find for sure. That beach hunting, though, guys, I admire anybody that gets into the beach hunting. I just have a hard time with that. Yeah, Johnny Rome says, nice. I love it. Love it. So congratulations to Doug and congratulations to Prospector's Cash on those finds. Again, you guys did awesome. And those are some fantastic finds by both of you guys, Prospector's Cash and Doug Atkins. And we appreciate them being a part of our channel. Yes, definitely nice. Yes, from Prospector's Cash. So I definitely wanted to share those and show those to you guys as those were sent to me via email. If there's a find that you would like to share with us, we'll be glad to put it up on our channel. It's sransc@gmail.com. And we'll try to get your finds up too. And I think I've sort of figured out how to do this now, so it makes it a little bit easier. This is a new feature too that they've added to this, and so yeah, it looks really good, and you can see that the pictures on it really, really, really well. So again, very, very nice, and congratulations, guys, to both of you. All right, so we've been on here an hour and 5 minutes. But we're going to do a giveaway tonight. So we've got a special giveaway. And before I do the giveaway, I just wanted to say a little bit about the giveaway. And number one is this is coming from Garrett Metal Detectors. And they have sent us for our giveaway for tonight is a finds pouch, which some of you were talking about finds pouch. So you're going to have the opportunity to win a finds pouch. And then we are also going to give away a nice pair of Garrett gloves. Now, these are extra large gloves, but if you win them, you can give them. This is the only size I have left. But if you win them, then you can, if they're too big, you can give them away to somebody else. But we're giving away a nice Garrett finds pouch, and we're giving away a pair of nice Garrett gloves. And I appreciate Garrett doing that. And again, check out our Garrett videos on the Vortex if you're interested with the VX9. I put up a few. We're going to be showing the Vortex again tomorrow on our 1700s Relic site. So that's going to happen. And the Vortex is coming around very, very well. And I think these updates are slowly improving the machine, making it better. I think the VDI or the target ID is a lot more stable on that machine. And you'll see it on the videos if you watch my coin shooting video that I did with the Vortex. And if you watch this video tomorrow, you'll get to see some of that and see what it's going to be. But again, we're going to be giving away from Garrett a nice pair of Garrett gloves right here, along with. So if you win this, you get one. This is one prize, one giveaway, which you're getting both of these. You're getting the gloves and you're getting the Garrett fines pouch. So we're going to give away both of those tonight on the live stream for some lucky winner. And you definitely want to get involved. And yes, Edward G says, always can use the gloves. Thank you, Garrett, team, and Brian. Yes, I appreciate Garrett doing that. They're really, really nice to us, and we appreciate them. And again, check out the Vortex if you haven't already. I've got it back here. Slide back here and sort of show you all the Vortex. There it is. And I know some of you aren't crazy about the blue color, but the blue color sort of grown on me. I mean, I'll be honest with you. And if they come out with that smaller coil, I'm looking forward to running this machine in the iron. So again, we're going to be doing a lot more hunting with the Vortex, as well as with all of our other machines as well. You guys know this next video I told you about, we're going to be running the Vortex, the Manicore, and the Deus 2 on one hunt. So you guys are going to get to see that. So stay tuned for that video. That's coming. So definitely check that out. And Johnny Rum says, I never detect without gloves. And, you know, I used to detect with gloves only all the time. And lately I've had to pull them off. And I don't know, I may go back to wearing gloves. I almost cut my finger off the other day because it was a big piece of aluminum that was sticking up. It was a can almost. And it about sliced my finger. Hey, Beat Quest, glad to have you in here. It says, hey there. Trip on Two Wheels. Thank y'all for being here tonight. We're picking up a couple of extra people. I think they all know that the end is coming. So they're all getting in on the giveaway, and that's fine. And Carrie Holderman says a nice package. It is a nice package. And we got some more great giveaways. If you like giveaways and you're interested too, we do our giveaways on Friday nights, but we're also doing giveaways, special giveaways for our members only group. So if you would like to join the members only, you can do that. We have 2 membership levels that you can get in on, and it's scrolling across the bottom. We have a $9.99 level, which shows that you're a true relic hunter. And then we have the $4.99 level, which is just the relic hunter level. And you can sign up for either one. Those memberships go straight back into the channel. They support us. I'm an independent YouTuber. I'm not really sponsored by any company. I know y'all hear me talk about these other companies, but they don't sponsor me. And so, again, it allows me to sort of be independent when you guys do these memberships as well. So, again, if you don't have to. We're still going to be here on Friday nights. But if you do want a little bit more information and you do want to get in on some special giveaways, and get in on our monthly live stream, which you guys that are members right now, we will be doing that members live stream. I'm trying to see if Michael and I can do it Sunday night, but if we don't do it Sunday night, it will probably be Tuesday. So if you're a member, then that's something you can look forward to. And that is a live stream just for our members. And we'll have some special talks, some different giveaways, and some other things too. For those people that are part of the membership package. And lastly, as we sort of get close to getting out of here, is make sure that if you can, support our preferred metal detector dealer, and that's Mr. Mike Hall at LMS Metal Detecting in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. His phone number's down at the bottom. You can go check out his website. He's got a fantastic assortment of things that you can pick from. He's got every metal detecting need that you can think of. He's got some awesome sand scoops. So for you guys that are beach hunters, Mike's definitely got those things that you need. And if you're in the Myrtle Beach area, Mike even rents and leases metal detectors and scoops in case you're in this area as well. So again, Mike is a super dealer to deal with, and he gives fast, friendly service. He also provides service after the sale. If you ever have a question about something, you need some information, you need some warranty repair, whatever it may be, Mike can definitely take care of you. So give him a try if you haven't already, and I think you'll be very pleased with what you get from Mike and LMS Metal Detecting. It is a good one. So, yeah, Ferris Grunt, we already did the pre-recorded. He did he skimped out on me and only did 30 a 30-second tip. But we're going to get him back on here. He will be on for the members live. So if you missed Michael and you want to get him join the membership, you'll see him real soon. And I do, like I said, Michael's going to be on the hunt with me. So you guys can stay tuned for that, which will be, hopefully we'll either have it up tonight or we'll have it up tomorrow, first thing in the morning. So be prepared for that. Go check that out. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe, all that good stuff. You guys know the drill. If you haven't hit that like button tonight before we do this giveaway, then do so, please. I would appreciate that too. Share it with your friends, and let's grow our community. Again, the more the merrier. You guys are awesome. You guys are a wealth of information. And like I said, I never claimed to be a professional. I never claim to know everything about every machine. So I rely on you guys for information, just like y'all rely on information from me as well. So it's just fun. It's just having a good time. And you guys make it fun. And that's why I love doing this. And that's why I'm here every Friday night for you guys. So I appreciate that. And Prospector's Cash. What you missed the thumbnail with the light bulb. Hey, but that was a pretty cool metal. That was a cool design, right? You have a light bulb on the end. Yes. Yes, Mike does ship very fast also. Yes, he does. If you place an order with him, I promise you he's getting it out as fast as he can get it. So definitely check him out. Edward, Brian, we all know you're a bashful pro. I'm not. I'll never say I'm a professional. That's just something that I don't know. I never say the word professional. I don't get paid for this either. So I consider a professional someone that gets paid. How about that? Yes, Brian Thomas says Mike is awesome. He is. He's very good, and he's service after the sale, and he definitely does that. I picked up 2 machines and have hunted about 20 times in the past month. Great exercise too. They are. Metal detecting is great exercise, great fun as well. And he says I'm hooked. Right. Yeah, we're all hooked. We're all in here on a Friday night. We're definitely hooked for sure. Edward G says, laugh out loud. It's all good. We appreciate what you do. I appreciate you, Edward G. And we got more content coming too, so stay tuned for that. And we look forward to being here for you guys every Friday night, and for our members too. So we look forward to that. So let's do this giveaway. So real quick, before we do it, one more time, if anybody's just joined in, we're going to be giving away a Garrett Finds bag with the strap. You guys can see it there. And we are going to be giving away a pair of Garrett gloves here too. So, and these gloves are nice. And I've got a pair. I like them. I need to wear them more, but they are nice gloves. So we've got both of these things that we're going to be giving away tonight as one deal. So you definitely want to get in on this. And yes, Mike is going to come on here, Surfside Dan, and I've mentioned that to him. I think he's a little nervous about getting hooked up on with a camera and that kind of stuff, but I told him you did it, so he should be able to do it. So hopefully Mike will do that, and we can get him on here, and he can talk about. And Mike is a very experienced metal detectorist as well, and he's a guy that I started with, believe it or not. And Mike sort of helped guide me in the beginning when I first started, and now he's gone into the dealership side of it, and he really doesn't have that much time to detect, but he's one of the best beach hunters I've ever been around. I can say that too about Mike, and I know he would blush if he were here, but he is a excellent beach hunter. He can go out on that beach and he can find things, as is Surfside Dan, who left this comment. 2 of the best beach hunters I know of in this area for sure. And Brian Thomas says, Brian, awesome job as always. I look forward to your content. I love all the live streams. Thank you so much, Brian. We're trying. We're definitely trying. Yes, Dan, you need to talk to him for sure. Yes, he is. He's a very good beach hunter. He is. He's one of the best for sure. All right. So I know you guys are tired of hearing me ramble. So let's get let's get this giveaway going. So let me let's see here. Let's hope this works right. We're gonna share our screen. Y'all hang on, be patient with me. And we're gonna go with, hopefully I spell it right. God, that screen over there is bright, isn't it? Yes. 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 If you saw how many rings that dude has found, he has found so many rings. Just unbelievable. Yes. Big Quest says, "Hey, I'm from hey Texas. I'm in San Antonio." Right. We got the Texas group is in the house for sure. All right. So let's put this up here, guys. And we're going to go to our giveaway tool. We're going to share that. And we're going to add. There we go. All right. So our giveaway tool is up and we're going to start collecting comments. And it is hashtag Garrett. Make sure you spell Garrett correctly. Let's see if it works. Give it a second. I hope I didn't put a space between it. It's not showing up. Y'all just keep going. We will fix this. And we will go. Well, hang on, guys. We're still, y'all keep posting Garrett. And we will put it up there and do our drawing. There we go. All right. I got it. Let's put that up there. We got 34 people that have typed in. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We got 35. Hashtag Garrett. And let's see if we can. There we go. Hashtag Garrett. Trying to find a better combination. There we go. Got 39 in here now, guys. Keep going if you want to get in. Remember, we're giving away a Garrett Finds pouch and a pair of Garrett gloves. We got 40. We got 66 in here tonight. Thank y'all so much for joining in on a Friday night. Remember, if you win, please make sure that you share your address to sransc@gmail.com. We got 66 people and 41 entries. Don't forget to hit that like button before you leave, as that helps out our algorithm. Thank y'all so much for being here tonight. And remember, share your address, sransc@gmail.com. You guys are amazing. We got 42. We're up to 65 people in here tonight. Thank you guys so much. We got 43. We're at 63. Remember, we're giving away two things. We're giving away a pair of gloves from Garrett, and thank you again to Garrett. And we're giving away a Garrett Finds pouch as well. So we're giving away gloves and a pouch. Thank you to Garrett Metal Detectors. And if you haven't already, check out the Vortex. And press that like button while you're waiting. Thank you, Ferris Crump. I appreciate that. Yes, while you're waiting, we're trying to let everybody get an opportunity to get in. I know there's some people sneaking in here. I'll be coming in at the last minute. Thank y'all so much for being here tonight. Hopefully, I've answered a lot of your questions. Um, Feel free to leave a comment down below if there's something that I can help you with or answer. Look out for our video that's coming out either later tonight or first thing tomorrow, showing the Vortex, the Mana Core, and the Deus 2 on a Relic hunt. So that's going to be a real interesting hunt. Yeah, Matt, he decided he needed to go to church tonight. I guess he's been a bad boy this week. But I told him I excused him tonight to go to church. But he will be back live for our members only live stream, and he will be back on next Friday. So we'll be back in business. Yes, he's squatching. Right, he loves some Sasquatch. Yes, thank y'all so much tonight. I appreciate everyone being here. And we got 63 in here. And we've gotten 43. All right, we're getting ready to shut this off. Anybody else want to get in? Now's the time. I'll give y'all about one more minute, and then we're going to do our drawing. So, yes, good for him, definitely. So he makes up for all of us. So we got 43 entries. 43. Again, if you win, please make sure that you leave an email to me at sransc@gmail.com and send me your address, and we'll get that out to you. It'll be sometime next week. Be patient with me, as sometimes it takes me a couple of days to get that to, because I literally have to go to the post office, which is, I don't get off till our post office closes at 4:30. So sometimes it can be trying for me. But again, send me your address if you win, and we will get that out to you sometime next week. All right. Got 58 in here, 43. You must be present too to win. If you're not here, then we will run it back again. So please make sure you're here. Do not leave. As yes, he's and DC Diggins says he's the dead in the churchyard. No one here. He probably is. All right, let's do this drawing. Guys, again, I appreciate you being here tonight. Thank y'all so much. It was a fantastic time. Hopefully I shared something that all of you can use or you can take out into the field. We've got more great content coming, so thank you again so much for being here. Let's do our drawing, and let's see who our lucky winner is going to be tonight. So here's our drawing for the Garrett gloves and vines pouch. And who is it going to be? It is Tim Silver. Tim, are you here tonight? And we're going to wait on Tim. Oh, thank you, Luis. I appreciate you, buddy, so much. Thank you so much for being here tonight, as I know that's a struggle for you too as well. Let's see if Tim's here. If Tim's not here, we'll run it back. Gary Holderman says congratulations. Bart Cubbins says congrats, Tim. He says he's here. Yes, Tim is here. Way to go, Tim. Congratulations. Remember, share your address with me at sransc@gmail.com. You are the proud winner of a Garrett Vines pouch and a pair of Garrett gloves. So thank you so much, Tim, for joining in with the show. So let's take this down. And Tim is our winner. Congratulations to Tim. We appreciate that. Brian Thomas says, great show. Brian, thank you so much for taking your time to do this. I just enjoy hanging out with you guys. You guys make it all worthwhile. Green Mountain 64 says, congratulations, Tim. Yes. And Buzzsaw says, very good show as always. Thank you so much. Ferris Grump, you were just too kind. I appreciate you with that. super chat, super thanks. I appreciate that so much. Again, that goes back to shipping, goes back to helping out the channel, bringing you this live show. We got more great content coming, so thank y'all so much as always. Ohio Fred says, great chat tonight. We appreciate you. Great chat. Carrie Holderreed. I said Holderan, didn't I, Carrie? I'm sorry, but I got you now. It's Holderreed, right? And I like it's a saxophone. So it's a reed for a saxophone, and his name is Holderreed. But Carrie, glad to have you in here with us tonight. Thank you so much. Beat Quest says, go for it, Ferris. We appreciate Beat Quest being here with us tonight. Chris, great to see you on the chat. Hi, Fred. That's what he says. Yes, that's correct. He says, Holderreed. Thank you, Carrie. And again, thank you for being here tonight. I'm a school teacher, so I'm going to mispronounce the name every now and then. So yeah, we'll do that. Yes, congratulations to Mr. Silver. We appreciate that. And again, we are going to be coming to you again live for our members. If you'd like to sign up for that, you can just hit that join button down below underneath us somewhere down here, and you can join in for the membership. Again, but we're still going to be coming to you live on Friday nights, regardless of whether you're in the membership or whether you're not. If you want a little bit extra, you can sign up for the membership. If not, that's fine. Check out our buddy, Mr. Mike Kyle, down below at LMS Metal Detecting. Let him know Southern Relic. You saw his information on Southern Relic Adventures, so that he knows that it's coming from us. And then also, too, he might help you out a little bit, too. So check out Mike, LMS Metal Detecting, and the information is scrolling across the bottom. So definitely do that. He is an awesome dude for sure. And Green Mountain says, yes, good luck out there, people. Definitely. Beat Quest has just started Channel Myself Southern. You're an inspiration. Well, I appreciate that, Beat Quest. And it's a grind. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. And I came in on the tail end of a lot of it. And it takes a lot of work. It really does. But I love doing it, and I love being here with you guys. It makes it a lot of fun. So again, good luck, Beat Quest, and let me know if I can help you in any way. Edward G says, Brian, my wife teaches, so I understand. I get to hear some of the yes. I'll mess up a name in a heartbeat. But once I know your name, I know you. So that's usually really good. Carrie Pope says, good night, everyone. Good night, Carrie. Metal Detecting Northwestern Wisconsin. Good night, all. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate you. Metal Detecting Northwestern Wisconsin. Appreciate that so much. Rich Mixell says, Brian, thanks for all the work you do. I appreciate it, Rich. Thank you for being here. And sure, I could use. So go check out Beat Quest for sure. And again, if any of you guys got any suggestions for people you want to see or something or you get an event that you know that's coming up, share it to my email so I can share it with everybody on here too as well. And we appreciate that. Happy trails and happy finds. Thank you, Ferris Grump. I appreciate you, buddy. Good night, everyone. From Chris, we appreciate that. Drummond to Text says, my wife was a teacher's aide. Brutal. It is. It's a brutal. And I teach high school, so you guys know that I deal with a lot on a regular basis. Brian Thomas says, good night, everyone. All right. Thank you guys so much. All you guys that donated to the channel tonight, super chat, super thanks. Thank y'all so much. And we will catch you guys real soon. We'll have Michael back with us. Check out our content on the channel. We appreciate each and every one of you. Have a fantastic night. See ya, and we'll see you on our next adventure. Take care, everyone.